we are going to learn self-critique and reflection prompting today. Self-critique and reflection prompting, basically, it's an advanced prompt engineering technique that teaches AI systems to evaluate and improve their own responses through a structured self-assessment, right? So we are going to point at these three things. First is confident wrong answers, and that consistently get confident wrong answers. AI systems often produce hallucinations, responses that sound authoritative but contain factual errors and logical flaws. So we saw that yesterday with the comparison of numbers, and it also admitted yesterday that it made a mistake while it was generating. Then there is a matter of error detection. This is very important for us since we are going to use these prompt techniques in terms of writing code or something. So error detection is going to be very important for us. So this is basically self-critique prompts create a systematic approach to catch mistakes before they reach users, improving all over reliability. So now some of the AI models, all the advanced AI models that we are seeing, and some of the AI models are not so advanced. They also come up with a self-critique thing. So whenever there is a problem that can reach a user, there is a wrong information or no, like in yesterday's case, there was a wrong number. If that is supposed to reach the user, then there is a like there are guardrails to prevent that. There are some systems that prevent that answer from reaching to the user. But still, some content that is generated by any AI model still reaches the user and it creates confusion. So that's where the confident wrong answers come from. And the third thing is the iterative refinement that we are going to ask it to do, which goes under reflection prompting. So reflection prompts enable AI to rethink and enhance its work through structured self-evaluation and improvement cycles, right? So uh, the simple thing to do here with self-critique prompting, which is the first part we'll see, is after we get an answer, ask AI to review its response for accuracy and clarity. So yesterday when we got a wrong answer, we had a hunch that this is a wrong answer. Right? I mean, Thomas got a square root wrong on his Copilot, but when he shared his link with us, and when we did it again on the same chat, we got the answer right. So this is we did not ask it to review the answer, but we asked the same question again. So probably that made it to review the answer. So 50% of today's demo we did yesterday only, but then we'll again try it by the proper way. So we'll ask it a simple math question, and what is the square root of a certain number, and then we'll ask it to review its answer, right? So it doesn't matter if it answers us correctly or not, but we are still going to review the answer and let's see what it does. So this is the ChatGPT screen. Can you see it now?
We see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
we
I
see.
see it, but I think Ajit would see it also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also see.
Let's not give any context this time. Let's try without context. Let's see what is the square root of 1521. Okay. So let's do that and just send it. Let's see. So we did not add any context. We did not say anything. So it said the square root of 1521 is 39 because 39 into 39 is 1521. Okay. So what we'll do is we will ask it to review the answer if it is correct or not, and let's see what it does. I have a hunch that today's session is going to be, a short one because both of you have understood everything from the previous session. So today it's not going to be that difficult to build upon that. Correct. So confirm that the answer is correct, but how? So it has given us a review. So self-critique is very similar to chain of thought. what we did yesterday, but in a way that it is not actually explaining the chain of thought. It is just confirming that the answer is correct, and then it is showing us how the answer is correct. Correct. Okay. So in chain of thought, it was explaining everything step by step, and at the end there was an answer. But here it is not the same case. It has given us a quick calculation of things, how it went through it, how the calculations were done. Okay.
So just we are asking in the last lecture, explain me step by step. That's the reason it's explaining first and then giving the answer. Is it true? Is it like that?
That is one of the reasons it was doing that, because we were instructing it to clearly instructing it to give the answers step by step. That's why it was
Mm-hmm.
giving the step first and answer at the end. Today we are asking it to just review if it is correct or not. So it is reviewing first and then giving us the steps.
Okay.
So we are explicitly asking it to review the answer first, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm.
So that is the major difference into this. Uh, if we add a Python script and ask it to calculate the average of a list. So let's do this average of a list. Let's see. And in the same prompt, what we'll do is we'll add, is this correct? If not, fix it. Then review your answer for potential mistakes again. So let's see what it does. Okay. So now it's telling us that the function you wrote has a small bug, which is here the num is undefined. Here the num will come out as undefined because it should use len nums, not this num, because we have defined nums and we are using num. So there is a typo here, and this is the correct version of it. So this is a small example of reviewing things. So review for mistakes is basically variable name mismatch. So it was num to be changed to nums. If the list is empty, it will raise a zero division error. You might want to handle that gracefully. So this is here. Now it is also asking us to handle the zero division error. But is this example clear? What happened here exactly,
Yes. Correct. Right.
Thomas?
The review for mistakes means not only correct our mistakes but search for problems in the function or method or what else. Oh, it's a function here.
Yes. So basically, what it is doing is whatever the code that we gave it, GPT, this one. So this was purposefully written wrong, and I asked it, is it correct or not? If it is not correct, then fix it. Then review your answer for potential mistakes again.
Potential
So
mistakes. Okay.
yeah, for potential mistakes again. So what was the potential mistake after that? So first mistake was I defined it as nums and used as num. So this was a typo mistake, you can say. And then it corrected that thing. What was not correct, it gave us clear idea of what was to say. And then reviewing for mistakes is basically if the list was empty, it would give us a divide by zero error, which is not a good thing in our programming world, right? So he said that you might want to handle it gracefully. And then it gave us the proper code that handles the divide by zero error as well. Okay. So the final answer, the corrected and reviewed function is above with an optional safeguard for empty list. So this is something which is a proper code now. So it is not only finding out the mistakes, but when I ask it to fix the potential mistakes, it has gone one last extra mile ahead, and it has found out that if the list is empty, then there will be a divide by zero error, which this is how we could fix. This is how we could take care of it. This is one thing. We'll do one more prompt for this, and we'll get probably a better idea. This is related to business and finance example. So the prompt is: a company invests 500,000 and earns 750,000 in revenue. Calculate ROI percentage. So we have done this before with GPT. We know how it does, how it calculates all that, right? So that is the answer it has given. Now review your calculations step by step, check for errors, and explain why the result is valid or invalid. Okay. So obviously the result is valid. We'll put that here and ask it to review. So now when I said step by step, it is actually thinking about things, because yesterday we did chain of thought and we added step by step every time. Now it is properly giving the steps. So it's not only reviewing the calculation, it is also reviewing the difference between gross ROI and net ROI. If they mistakenly use the formula as revenue by investment into 100, that would give the 101, 150%. But this is misleading since it doesn't account for profit. Okay. So
Okay.
gross and net, it has also taken care of that, not just the calculations. We asked it to do calculations only, but it has taken care of the meaning and the types of ROI as well. So first, let's confirm formula of ROI: profit by investment multiplied by 100. For profit, we subtract 500,000 from 750,000, giving 250,000. Then we divide 250,000 by 500,000, which simplifies step by step to zero point 0.5 or 50%. So we are all clear. No division by zero, and both values are in the assumptions are good. So now it is providing us the proper answer with the review. So these are the steps. We asked it to show us step by step. These are the steps that we are doing. And verification by multiplication: 500,000 multiplied by 0.5 equal to 250,000. So max is the profit. And this confusion, the arithmetic is correct. ROI equal to 50% under the standard definition used above. And then there was some discussion about the assumptions and it. This assumes revenue here means total proceeds, all that. So this is how the self-critiquing works. It will give you an answer. This is
Oh,
something which is related to, yes, Thomas. You have questions?
everything fine with this.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is something which goes into a creative domain. The next prompt is about write a 3-sentence product pitch for a smartwatch. Okay. So it will write the product pitch for a smartwatch, and probably by now it must have understood that we are going to ask it to review the pitch. So it will write a pitch which will be reviewable. But let's see, with the next generation smartwatch that blends style and intelligence, keep you connected without slowing you down, and with advanced self-tracking and all that. So it has written a proper marketing pitch for that, and we're going to ask it to review your pitch for clarity and persuasive stillness, suggest improvements in tone and word choice. Okay. So what we are going to do here, I think the self-critique prompting will be more clear, because we are not only asking it to review the content it has written, we are also asking you to review it for something. So we are not just placing it out, we are making it improve, right, for clarity and persuasiveness. And also we are going to ask it to suggest improvement in the tone or word choices. So let's see how it changes after this. So this is the original fix. The review for that is uh, for the clarity, the strengths are clear value proposition, then strong metaphors, personal assistance on your risk, makes it relatable. Lifestyle adaptability is well conveyed because smartwatches are all about lifestyle, right? The weakness is next generation smartwatch is a bit generic. All the watches use that. Then battery that lasts for days could be sharper, up to 7 days or something like that. Could this will put up some more, put up some clarity in the minds of the people. Then tone is more descriptive than persuasive, right? So the suggested improvement is this: swap next generation with this. So it is suggesting improvements on its own content, and now it is generating the improved version, right? So discover the smartwatch that redefines convenience and style. Now it has given, designed to keep you effortlessly connected and all that, right? We can do one more here. We can put the same prompt again, review again, where refine it for clarity, and we will, right. So this is the second iteration of review. What it does is, again, it has come up with some weaknesses. So ultimate companion feels like overusing tech marketing. The flow is polished but could be punchier. So some sentences are long and layered. The suggested improvements are these: replace ultimate companion with something fresher like smartest partner or everyday powerhouse. Break up longer sentences in sharper rhythm like persuasiveness. Swap out cliches and what whether wherever adventure calls, like, and replace it with whether you are training, hustling, or unbranded, something like that. And now it has another version of improved fit. Meet the smartwatch which is built to keep up with this. Right? So this is even more refined version of the original version that we had. We can keep refining it with self-critiquing, or we can try something which is we can change directions with that, and we can try giving it more more flair or something like that. So what we can do is we can ask it to review the latest version again and add some flair to between, let's say the target audience is 16 and 25. Okay, so that's the target audience of the smartwatch. Let's see that. Uh, this this improvement. What was that? Implement in tone and word choice. Okay, let's send it. So now, according to these requirements that we have put up, relatable for the age group between 16 and 25, there are so many weaknesses for this. So it is critiquing that, and then it is coming up with suggested improvement, flair plus reliability, relatability. So these
Energy.
are the improvements it has come up with. So since Now we are targeting a younger set of people. So it is saying that add energy, words like vibes, go to, all day grind, or late night scrolls, this kind of thing. These are the things, or these are the words that match with the Gen Z generation or the younger people. Uh, so highlight self-expression, emphasize style, colors, and customization, make connections social, talk about friends, music, DMs, or staying in the loop. Replace track your health with smash your fitness goals or keep your wellness in check. That kind of stuff. So this is something uh, which has completely changed the perspective of the entire pitch. And now the improved pitch, which is youth focused version, it is now make the smartwatch made for your world. Now it is only creating. Now imagine you seeing this in some TV ad or a social media ad. If you are between 16 to 25, you will definitely be able to relate with that. Meet the smartwatch, which is made for your world. Stylish, customizable, and always in sync with your life. So it's not about now you being connected with everyone or you staying connected. It is about being in sync with your life. So smash your fitness goals, never miss a DM, or wipe through the week on a battery that actually keeps up. So suddenly the perspective has changed, and they are the same features, but they are being presented in front of a younger audience, right?
If I read this, I'm happy that I don't work in marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people from tech are happy for that they don't work in marketing. So let's change this to from 16 to 25. Let's make it to 45 to 60, and let's see what it comes up with. Okay. So this was youth-facing version, and for a 45 to 60, the only strength it was energetic, modern, and lifestyle oriented. But everything else was a complete downside, complete weakness. So words like vibe, DM, late night hangs may feel juvenile or irrelevant to these people. Then needs emphasis on reliability, health, productivity, and peace of mind, not just social life. So customization and style still matter, but practicality and trustworthiness resonates more with this group. Tone should be confident, reassuring, and professional, not playful. Okay. So these are the suggestions it has come up with for tone and choice of words. So replace slang with reliable, wellness-focused language. Highlight health monitoring, health rate, sleep, these kind of things into that. So it has come up with a new pick for 45 to 60 is make the smartwatch that combines elegance with everyday reliability, designed to keep life simple and connected. Now, these are all the things people in this age bracket, this is what they want, right? Usually, this is what they are looking for. Monitor your health, stay on top of calls and messages, and enjoy a battery that lasts all week. Now, it is not actually comparing the battery life of the watch with the energy of the person. In case of the youth, it was actually saying that DM and wide through the week on a battery that actually keeps up. So it's saying that the battery is keeping up with the user, keeping up with the person, whoever is wearing it. Here it is saying just saying that enjoy the battery that lasts all week without interruption.
Mhm.
That is all it says. It does not say it will keep up with you or anything like that. Whether you are focused on fitness, family, or travel, it's the trusted companion that supports your lifestyle every step of the way. So this is how the self-repeat prompting works. Now you can give it any direction. Uh, we try to add some age group to it. We can make it limited to just women, or we can make it limited to just men, or it can be limited for something else. Tomorrow there might be a brand that will sell wristwatches for animals, maybe. So we can have that fixed to their owner, right? So
So
one piece
we
for
could
dog
also
parent.
say in the beginning, please give us a version for 1 to 3 age groups.
Yes.
Yeah, but okay.
So this is what self-critique is. It will give you output. It will also tell you that what was wrong in that output, what was right, what worked, what did not work, and it will change that to improve its output. So more iterations you do with this, the better answers you will get, right?
Yeah,
So this is
I
what.
don't really understand the difference to chain of thoughts. We could also say in the beginning, give me an answer for people between 45 and 60.
Mhm.
Use formal language, use informal language, something like this.
Right. A chain of thought. Let's try a chain of thought on this. Let's see the difference. 45 to 60. You guys are able to hear me properly, right? Loud and clear.
Yes, clear.
Okay, because it just started raining outside and it's raining cats and dogs.
It's clear. Voice is clear.
Yeah.
You're talking in from Mumbai?
No, no, I am from Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
Okay, the past name was
Yeah,
Aurangabad.
Aurangabad. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm from Latur.
Oh,
My
we,
native is Latur.
we come from the same region. We come from the same
Exactly.
region of Maharashtra.
Yes, we share borders basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's thinking a bit too long right now. If
Mhm.
we ask it to show us the chain of thought, it is actually creating a chain of thought that is probably shareable. I don't know what it is thinking or through its biases and everything, but not everything is shareable for us. Yeah. So it thought for almost thought for a few minutes. Okay. It was a long thought. Okay. So, so now it is saying that I need to review the latest version, considering how to make it more relatable for 45 to 60 age range. I'll review the tone and everything. I can explain that I can't reveal the full internal chain of thought, but I can share a clear summary of how I revised the pitch. The system directs me to use my summary reader for with request for such request. In return, it returns content related to ROI and square root, not the pitch, which was the user's focus. So this paragraph is all its internal thinking, right? Which is not related to this, but it is still going through it. Since there is no recorded chain of thought for the pitch, I can't share the internal reasoning. Instead, I'll provide a clear non-sensitive summary of how the pitch was revised, while the
What
previous chain of
means
thought
I can't share the internal reasoning? So it doesn't have the internal reasoning, or it can't share it because it's geheim. I don't know. I don't see the English word now.
Okay. So it has the internal reasoning. It has done the internal reasoning, but it can't show it to us because it's programming or the rules that have been set on us on the model. Those rules are preventing it from querying that
Ah,
part.
secret, I wanted to say.
Exactly. So that chain of thought, which exactly happened, inside its neural network, that is something which has been kept a secret from us. So that is something it is not sharing. But what it is doing is, if you see this in the second paragraph, it has went completely out of context for what we asked. It went for the previous version of the self-predicting that we were doing when we asked it for the return of investment thing. And it still understands that there is return of investment and square root, not the page, which was the user's focus. So it knows that the focus right now is this particular review, not the ROI or square root part. So it is ignoring. It understood that and it is ignoring it after this. So since there is no recorded chain of thought for this particular thing, because we did not ask it to show any chain of thought, so it has not recorded anything before that. So I can't share the internal reasoning. Instead, I'll provide a clear, non-sensitive summary of how the pitch was revised. I'll present an improved version of the pitch tailored to 45 to 50 age group with suggested changes in tone and word choice. Again, it's saying that I can't share the internal chain of thought, but it is still saying that aim for the warm and reassuring tone for 45 and 50. Focus on features like heart rate tracking, sleep, fall detection, and emergency contact support. Now, this is something which it did not come up with before. These things, sleep tracking or fall detection or emergency contact support, these kind of things. Then use words, choices like trusted companion, peace of mind, and intuitive interface. Then avoid medical claims. Ensure the pitch fits into three sentences with flair. So now it has come up with, once the thinking was done, it has come up with the same thing. I cannot share my intention of thought, blah, 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 everything else. And then it gave us a revised three sentence switch here, which includes everything. There are suggestions of tone and choice of word. Now there is a summary of audience priorities, tone choice. So this is how it works. Did you get the difference now, Thomas?
For me, it's all things are nearly the same, but yeah, I think it's more that I'm not interested in the theme.
Hmm. Okay.
Marketing is not my place, and for me, it's everything is nearly the same. Just
Okay.
blah blah.
Okay. So the major difference is maybe Ajit, can you point out the difference? What's the difference between chain of thought and self-pity?
Chain of thought and